Have you ever faced a moment so profound, so challenging, that it felt like the entire world held its breath, waiting for your next move? Imagine walking up a mountain, the weight on your back, not just wood for a fire, but the weight of an impossible choice. This isn't just a story from an ancient text. It's a timeless human drama about faith, love, and the ultimate test of devotion. Today, we journey back to Mount Moriah to witness the trial of Abraham, a story that echoes through millennia, asking us, what is the true nature of faith? The story begins not on the mountain, but with a promise of a son, Isaac, born to Abraham and Sarah in their old age. Isaac wasn't just a child, he was the embodiment of a divine covenant, the future of a nation, a miracle walking in the dust. He was everything Abraham had ever hoped for. The joy in their camp must have been immeasurable. Every laugh from the boy, every milestone, was a testament to a promise fulfilled. Can you feel that joy? Hold on to it, because the story is about to take a sharp, heart-wrenching turn. Then, the command comes, shattering the peace. Take your son, your only son, whom you love Isaac, go to the region of Moriah. Sacrifice him there as a burnt offering. Imagine hearing those words, the silence that must have followed. It's a command that seems to contradict everything Abraham knew about the God of promise, the God of life. It's a demand that is, by any human standard, unthinkable, cruel, and illogical. Why would a loving God ask for such a thing? This is the central question that has puzzled theologians, philosophers, and believers for centuries. This wasn't a test of blind obedience. It was a test of trust in its purest, most agonizing form. Abraham's response is staggering in its simplicity. The scripture says he rose early the next morning. No arguments, no recorded pleading, just quiet, resolute action. He saddled his donkey, took 2 of his servants and his son Isaac, and set off. Each step on that 3-day journey must have been a battle. Every glance at his beloved son, a fresh wave of pain. The silence between them must have been deafening, filled with unspoken questions and immeasurable sorrow. As they walked, Isaac, in his innocence, asked the question that pierces the heart. Father, the fire and wood are here, but where is the lamb for the burnt offering? Imagine the world stopping for Abraham at that moment. How do you answer the son you are about to sacrifice? Abraham's reply is a masterpiece of faith and pain. God himself will provide the lamb for the burnt offering. My son, was he simply trying to comfort his child? Or did he, in the deepest recesses of his soul, truly believe that a way would be made where there seemed to be no way? This is the crucible of his faith believing in the provider, even when commanded to be the destroyer. When they reach the designated place, the final act begins. Abraham builds the altar. He arranges the wood. Each action is deliberate, methodical, a slow-motion nightmare. Then, he binds his son Isaac. He lays him on the altar, on top of the wood. Can we even begin to comprehend the anguish in that moment? The father, looking into the eyes of his son, a son who, according to many traditions, submitted willingly. Trusting his father as his father trusted God, Abraham raises the knife. The sky is silent. Heaven watches. The promise is about to be extinguished. And in that final, heart-stopping second, a voice calls out from heaven, Abraham, Abraham, do not lay a hand on the boy. Do not do anything to him. Now I know that you fear God, because you have not withheld from me your son, your only son. In the thicket, a ram is caught by its horns. The provision has arrived. The sacrifice is made. But it is not Isaac. Relief, so profound it must have felt like a tidal wave, washes over the mountain. The test is over. So what was the point of it all? Was it a cruel game? No. This was not a test to inform God of Abraham's faith, an omniscient God already knew. This was a test to forge, and reveal the quality of that faith, both to Abraham himself and to all future generations. It was a fire meant not to consume, but to purify. It burned away any lingering doubt, any shred of self-reliance, leaving behind a faith that was pure, tested, and absolute. Abraham learned that his love for God transcended even his most precious earthly love. This event redefines obedience. It's not about mindlessly following orders. It's about trusting the character of the one giving the orders, even when the command makes no sense. Abraham's faith wasn't in the logic of the command. It was in the goodness of the commander. He believed that the God who gave him Isaac in a miracle could also raise him from the dead if necessary. His obedience was an act of profound love and trust, a declaration that his ultimate hope was not in the gift, but in the giver. The story of Abraham on Mount Moriah serves as a powerful metaphor for our own lives. We all face our own mountains, our own tests that demand we surrender what is most precious to us. These could be our ambitions, our relationships, our sense of control, or our deepest held plans. These are the moments that ask us, where does our ultimate trust lie? Are we willing to place our most cherished Isaacs on the altar, trusting that the provider has a better plan, even if we can't see it? It's in these moments of surrender that our faith is refined. It's where we discover that what we thought we couldn't live without is secondary to the source of all life. The fire of trial reveals what is genuine. It shows us that true faith isn't the absence of fear or pain, but the choice to trust in the midst of it. Abraham walked down that mountain a different man, not just a father with his son, but a patriarch whose faith had been proven, ready to be the father of many nations. His story reminds us that sometimes the greatest blessings are found on the other side of our greatest tests. Thank you so much for joining me on this deep dive into one of history's most profound stories. If this reflection resonated with you, I'd be so grateful if you'd like the video and subscribe to the channel for more content that explores the depths of faith and the human spirit. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, walk in faith.